Hi guys, this is Ruby with the MRV Financial. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Monday for our topic of the week. And as always, please follow us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends and family as well, as we look forward to add value to your financial house. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Anchor, and Spotify. For today's topic of the week, we will talk about annuities. What are they and what do they have to do with taxes? In addition to today, we are actually going to go into detail on annuities for our next podcast, so look out for that. There's a lot of language that I'm going to use that if this is the first time you heard of this investment vehicle, I'm probably going to leave you with some questions wondering whether this is a good fit for you or not. So I am going to get into the detail of it, so do look out for that, okay? So let's get on with our topic. So annuities are easy to get a bad rep because of the fees that they involve, and if you don't let them sit for the contracted time frame, you will incur the fees. That is the biggest flaw that it has, but you know, it was put in that way intentionally to keep you from touching it. So it's serving its purpose essentially. So if you don't understand it, you could end up paying, you know, these fees because you're taking it out before its contract date. This is one of those types of investments that if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. You can't force it. It's like a circle and a square. They don't fit in the same bucket, right? So it's one of those situations. If you don't understand how an annuity works, I am going to very respectfully say not to buy it at that time and wait until you come a little bit more educated, because the risk that you're running is these fees, basically, that if you don't understand them, you could get, they could get in the way of you reaching your money. And that is the biggest thing with it. So an annuity is an insurance product. That is the reason why financial advisors sell them, because it's an insurance policy basically. So how it serves, it protects your principal and you earn interest on it. The interest is typically 1 to 4%, so it's better than putting them in a CD or a money market account. It gives you the safety and it gives you a little bit more interest. This is not a product for someone who wants higher returns than that of a safety. They're not looking for safety, they're looking for higher returns. That's not what this vehicle offers. This vehicle offers safety for your money while it earns you a little bit of interest. Annuities do not follow the market. You do pay taxes on this. You pay taxes on the 1 to 4% that you earned on it, not on what you put in, okay? So let's say you put in $5,000. You're gonna pay interest when you pull it out. When you pull it out, that's when you're going to start to pay taxes on it. Not on the money that you put in, but the money that the insurance company paid you as your rate of return. That's the only piece that you pay taxes on, because the money that you put in, you used post-tax money. So you already paid taxes on this when you were putting, you know, before you put it inside this vehicle. So let's use a few examples. So let's say that you are getting near retirement and you've come to realize that you don't have enough retirement money saved for later. Let's say you're about 50-ish, early 50s, let's say, and you make enough money and you're wondering where your money goes. I think this is a very good place for you, because you could add money to it. It's post-tax dollars. You're using it up against your 401k. Your 401k, when that comes out, you're going to have to pay taxes on that money when it comes out. Well, on the annuity, you're only going to pay taxes on the portion that you earned. The 4%, let's say you earned the maximum. The 4%, that's what you're going to pay taxes on, not the whole amount. Okay? So this is a nice addition to your family, to your investments bucket, you know, because as an investor, being diversified is one of the biggest things to look out for. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? So if you're already exhausting all these different investment avenues and you just want to start to park money until you're ready for retirement, and you're at that place where you're not going to touch this money 10 to 20 years, this may be a viable option for you. But if you know that you're going to need this money because, you know, it's just one of those things, don't put it in there, because, you know, all those fees can eat up or not give you any return, really, is what it would happen. So let's say that you want to save for kids, for your kids' education. You want to, the death benefit of you want to leave some money behind for your children, for your family. This is a good option for you to invest in as well. The negatives to it, so that's pretty much like all the cons. The negatives to it is all the fees that you got to look out for. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of fees. Mortality and expense risk charge, administrative fees, underlying fund expenses, fees and charges for other features, and penalties. So the penalty is 10%. That's by the IRS. If you take it out before 59 and a half, you're going to have to pay taxes on that. That is basically one of the biggest ones. So those are the cons to it. There are 3 different types of annuities and 3 structure types. The types are fixed annuities, variable annuities, and equity index annuities. These structure types are single life coverage, survival life coverage, and joint life coverage. The payout, when you decide how you want to get paid out, let's say you're this person, 50 years old, you're going to retire at 60. You want them to start to pay you out at, you know, let's say 61, I don't know, pick a date. You let them know, okay, you know what, pay me on this day at this time. So then they know that's when the annuity is actually going to start coming out. There's going to be nothing coming in. Or you could say, no, you know what, I actually came across this money, you know, my mom left me this money and I'm ready to retire, but I don't want to use it right now, and I just want to park it safe because I have this sentimental, you know, attachment to it. You know, I don't want anything to happen to it. So you could drop this money for the next, you know, just drop it in there. But let's say you do need it. You could say, you know what, I want you to pay me out as of now, but I want to make sure that I'm wise with this money. You could tell them to start to pay you out right after you deposit it. Like, start paying me $50 or $100, whatever value you want to ask for. And they'll just make that payout until you finish that money. So we talked about the pros, we talked about the cons, and I think that brings me to our closing for today's podcast topic of the week. So again, this is Ruby with MRV Financial. Thank you so much for joining me today on this monthly for our topic of the week. Please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Anchor, and Spotify, and we will drop the extended version for this topic. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.